like the call committees and stuff like that. Essentially, this is the grand finals. It's gonna be a best of 5. Don't be fooled by the team name. It's actually RVRC versus NUSC. So those are the team names right now. Let me just stream to you so you can see what I'm seeing actually. Yeah, but essentially, yesterday there were already some games going on. There's basically 4 teams, right? There's Tembu, there's RC4, there's NUSC, and there's RVRC. So RVRC, I keep getting this messed up, but they are the reigning champions. So it'd be no surprise to see them walking away with the win here. But of course, both these teams, that was last year, right? Some of the players graduated already and stuff like that. So yeah, this is like a new generation. I can walk you through some of the players later though. Okay, so how are you feeling? Is this your first time casting?
Yes.
Okay, very exciting. How confident are you?
So unconfident, dude.
I love to hear it. Love to hear that. Okay, so here's what you need to do. Most of the time, I'll be talking and I'll be asking you questions, and then all you need to do is just like answer, and like whatever you notice in the game that's cool, you just give your input. Or like you tell me what you think about the game at all times. Got it? Got it?
Oh, got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
We good? Baby's first casting class?
Wait, you're not streaming on Twitch,
I am.
5 seconds
Okay, you can start
What do you think this is? A private class? Absolutely not.
Bad dudes banning someone
Okay, you can start streaming on Discord.
How? Why?
Huh?
The green team
Am I
is
not gonna
banning
watch the same
someone
thing?
now.
Like-
Yeah, but it's 5-minute delay, you little bimbus.
Oh shit.
You know how tournaments work where like you don't want people to stream snipe?
Dire team ban.
True.
Yeah.
Radiant team ban.
I need to put your Twitch.
What is up with the fucking
Dire team pick.
pictures?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just there. I mean, it's Mason versus Thanos, the age-old battle, don't you know?
Silencer.
Okay, so let me walk you through a bit about the lore of both these teams, okay? So essentially, the teams RVRC, 44 Phantom and Leonidas are the players from last year, right? They were with the winning team. They play very different roles now. Leonidas used to be the position 4 player, and 44 Phantom, I think he was the position 5. Now he's changed his name. It used to be Tetarik Alamans, but now it is 44 Phantom, right? So these two players are the kind of players hoping to relive the legacy. Now, on Laksa My Hum, you'll see this happen in chat quite a lot. There's going to be a lot of fanboys for Muhammad Excel. And that's none other than the captain of NUSC. He's still around. He's a very talented mid laner. Very unique specialty heroes as well in terms of Odie and Kanka. But yesterday, unfortunately, I'm not gonna lie, it was a tough game to watch. I was falling asleep through it because not only did I have a very, very long day, it was just like one of those slow burn kind of games, right? You know, like the ones where you feel like you've already lost, but you're waiting another 20 minutes to lose. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are uncomfortable. So on that side though, I think Washed Up as well as Vepture, they were already playing previously as well. So other than that, everyone else is a new player. They're looking to continue the trend here. And I noticed one thing, RVRC, their offlaner has changed his name to Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. Can you have any guesses why?
Motion from Dyson, duh.
So, yeah, okay, apart from that. So just for context, his
Enough
name was
crew.
not... Yeah, okay, something like that. So essentially, I noticed this in the lobby, but essentially, yesterday he played a disgusting Darkseer, right? And I think he vacuumed 5-man, and I was just saying you might as well change his name to Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. So he actually went... the mad lad went ahead and did it, right? That's why he's the only one that doesn't have the RVRC in front or something.
Someone now.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, dude. Okay, so I'm not gonna be too surprised to see Excel fanboys start rocking up in chat here, but yeah, don't be too surprised. Basically, Excel apparently is a very popular, handsome, dashing individual. A lot of people want to have his babies. That's just
Who's the Muhammad guy? Who's he playing?
he's NUS Excel. He's mid. I told you.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this guy, the captain, the drafter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's apparently his name is actually just Muhammad Excel,
Someone now.
Oh my god.
which is a pretty dope name. I can't lie. Like.
So what? Is his brother PowerPoint?
I don't know. Maybe you should have a word with him.
Radiant
I
Okay.
guess you can say Excel spreadsheets every time, man.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
I'll shut up.
Alright, pack it up. He said. Okay.
Okay, let me start my stream.
But let me just talk a bit about. Oh, you guys stream as well?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So, make sure you put delay, okay?
Oh, fuck!
Close the stream, you fucking ape.
Okay.
Okay.
Delay.
So, 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just talk a bit about the bans here. So, the silencer first pick from NUSC is actually quite significant, mostly because this has been something that 44 Phantom has been first picking for himself in the position 5. They actually play RVRC, they like to play silencer 5, and then they just play very hyper-aggressive pace on new lineups. So every single time global silence is up, you just press global silence, you run it, you kill a couple of kids, and then that's how you get your advantage, right? At the same time, this ban of OD is quite important because, like I said, it's one of Excel's signature heroes. On the flip side though,
Someone now.
Tusk and Ember are both heroes that Leonidas, remember I told you he used to play position 4. Now he switched over to playing position 2. He's playing in the mid lane now. He absolutely dominated with Tusk and Ember just yesterday. So a lot of respect bans and a lot of sort of homage to what we saw yesterday in terms of the games. Okay, this is the part where you weigh in with some of your thoughts about the hero picks and stuff like that.
Sorry, I'm looking for the delay. I'm sorry, give me a moment. What the
Okay.
fuck is this delay thing?
Are you on Streamlabs or what?
5 seconds.
OBS.
Okay, I can't help you there.
Okay, you can continue talking. I'll find this delay thing.
Yeah, sure, I'll continue talking as if I don't have a co-caster. All good? Okay,
For
so,
a while.
yeah, I mean, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner, his Darkseer is still in the pool. It still will work well with a Tiny, but against a Doom, it's a little bit tricky. It might not be the best, and Silencer really makes Darkseer's life a little bit tough. Now, he can always just Guardian Grief search out of it, but this is the part where RVRC really need to hammer down onto where, or at least clamp down on what they want in the draft.
Team pick.
As a pick, it's gonna be Venge. So interesting stuff. This could be flex anyway, right? We've seen Mirana Core, although a bit sparingly, but we also have seen Vengeful Spirit position 3. Now, it might be a little bit difficult to pull off, especially against the Global Silence, but this is a hero that can apply a lot of pressure, just in terms of having the aura around, and you know, the double bouncing magic missile is gonna be so hard for them to deal with on NUSC.
5 seconds remaining.
Now, I'm wondering what they're setting up for though, because there's a lot of shenanigans when it comes to repositioning now, right? You got the toss back, you got the swap, you got the Mirana leap as well. I mean, to get out of trouble, technically you could position the leap and then you leap away and then it jumps. Spenguin.
What? What's his team again? Oh, RVRC now got like a few kind of stunts though. So
Yeah, I mean, it's every single one of these heroes has a stun right now, and it could be a tricky situation for them on the side of Laksa Maiham. They're gonna pick Rubik, so when faced with good spells, you know, you just kind of steal them for yourself. That's kind of the solution. That's more than likely gonna be our position 4. So we're probably looking at our pos 3 to 5 here. This is what I call the age-old ranked roll queue drafting method, where you pick in order of farm priority, saving their mid and core matchups for later.
5 seconds remaining.
It's still, I mean, they're now in the second phase. NUSC, they really have to decide which way they want to take this, right? Right now, they have quite a bit of single target, and they have pretty good, I wouldn't say team fight, but both teams have pretty decent pick-off potential. Lanes aren't the worst either. Doom does have a pretty weak laning stage, but ever since the buffs to Devour giving some armor, I think Believer mentioned this yesterday as well, you know, a lot more robust in that early stage of the game.
wait, Doom has a buff for Devour now? What? I
Yes,
didn't see
surprise. Go take a look. It's gonna be Void Spirit. So this is more than likely the XL hero, and I'm pretty sure I've seen XL play it before. It's a thing of magic here. It's Void Spirit, and it can keep up the tempo in the game, right? The thing with Venge is that she has swap, and that's on a relatively low cooldown. But Void Spirit can pick people off way more often. Like Vengeful, Mirana, Tiny, these are all heroes that are actually pretty susceptible to potentially getting picked off one-on-one, especially if you run around with the Rubik. Rubik Void Spirit combo, just a bit of extra spell damage, oomping that up, and you're gonna get these kills very easily. Now, it's also a pretty decent mid laner all around. Doesn't really have any crazy matchups with the Lina band as well. It's gonna be a Slark pick. That's gonna be for Imperial Zheng. It's interesting that both these teams are swapping heroes. First the Silencer, now the Slark. It was picked up by Sloppy already just yesterday, but I think Believer pointed out he went for a bit of an awkward build. Went for a Diffusal and Ags. Or was it Echo Saber and X? I don't even. I think it was Echo Saber and X, and Believer really wasn't liking that pick.
Seconds remaining.
On Slark.
Yeah, on Slark. Echo Saber
fuck.
X. But it also
Yes,
depends. Like if you get Diffusal, you have a lot more aggressive potential. I think that was the point that my co-caster yesterday was making.
And also the arcs can pick off like pretty easily, or the supports are running away.
Yeah, but yeah, like I think that just turns you into a pick-off machine, right? The Echo Saber does give you a bit of tankiness that Diffusal doesn't, but at the same time, Diffusal is so I feel like it's just so useful as a slot.
5 seconds remaining.
So what do you think about this so far? Any heroes that you play? For context, guys, Goof is what's your MMR again?
But last time I checked was 2k plus.
Okay, so thoughts of a 2k player. You look at these two teams right now, what do you think they're missing? I mean, RVRC are obviously missing a mid laner, right? And Laksa, Maiham, or NUSC are missing a carry. What do
Yeah.
you feel like is the missing link here? What do you think is good?
Okay, for Laksa, my hum. What the fuck is that? I don't know. But maybe a Jug would be great though.
Any reason why? It's kind of scary against a Venge swap though, because you can't just spin TP. But apart from that,
Yeah, but you know, in case your stuns come to you, you can just spin away.
Seconds remaining.
okay,
But
I
though,
get
the
where you're
slug
coming.
though.
Yeah,
But
it's a very bad carry to carry matchup. That's the scary thing, right? Because Jug, you're right, can get himself out of the situations against Mirana, Tiny, and Bench. But there's the Moonlight Shadow that's gonna make your Omni Slash a bit hard without any dust on you. And
Yeah.
the Slug Jug matchup is just so bad for Jug. Like you're never gonna kill him.
Okay, then maybe Laksa can go for like a draw. You know, just on the
Laksa can
back.
go for a draw.
5 seconds.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they have a decent amount of space creation in the front lines as well. Void and Doom are gonna run in. The
Yeah.
scary thing is against Slug, you know, once he ramps up to a certain stage, you know, you do have the Doom against him. So that's kind of curious. They still don't have any way of really circumventing the Doom, right? If the Doom manages to get his out off on the Slug, it's just about curtains for him, I think.
Yeah, but I don't know what can RVRC go for though.
I'm thinking something maybe like
5
a
seconds
CK? CK for NUSC? Adds a lot of kill threat to the lane with Silencer, can really beat down on the Tiny or the Venge if they are off lane. It's gonna be draw.
Oh, it
wow,
was
God
draw.
call, Goofy.
Oh my god.
Dude, you're a predictor.
That's it.
That's crazy.
Time to go for
Who is he? He is basically a prophet. Okay. Okay, since you're on the roll here, you have a bit of time. What is the last pick from RVRC? Now they have a draw. I'm feeling like if the Tiny isn't mid, you need a hero that can go in, right? I'm not really that big of a fan of Venge support. But, I mean, you saw Drafter in this position. I don't know whether the Tiny is enough. The Tiny does match up pretty okay against the Void in the mid lane. What do you think it is here? Do you think it's a mid lane that they're missing? Do you think it's an off lane?
I think it's an off lane though.
Okay, so what's the off lane pick? Come on.
Fuck.
Give me
What
something.
could be good?
They need some
Maybe-
jump for the drow. They need
Yeah, maybe like an X.
X. But
Yeah.
X against Rubik. Like you jump in, you
But-
just get instantly lifted.
But if you
But-
jump with the Rubik, I don't know,
Sorry,
man.
jump with the Rubik. Okay, jump
I
with the
mean-
rest of your team, I assume.
yeah, I mean like jump on the Rubik.
I guess so, huh? X is definitely an interesting pick. I don't know whether he does too well against Drow in the early stages of the game. But you know, once he gets that Vanguard, it'll be a bit difficult for him to be dealt with. Now, Silencer does apply a lot of magic damage pressure. Both supports have that in spades. So I'm looking for someone maybe that can build a pipe, assist with the pickoffs. I don't know whether Underlord is the pick. You want someone with catch or jump to get on the Drow Ranger. I'm looking at something maybe like a Night Stalker actually.
Oh, a Night Stalker sounds pretty good too.
Right? Just go on the back lines, go on Drow.
Yeah.
But your lane is gonna be
Oh,
rough,
it's a
and it is
mid
gonna
Queen
be a
of Pain.
mid. It's a Queen of Pain, so the Blink available, I mean, can definitely do very well in the mid lane against Void Spirit, but this is gonna be quite a matchup. Leonidas, Queen of Pain versus XL Void Spirit. We already have some XL fans in the chat. I recognize you guys, Nika Flux, and not Kanka spammer as well, you know, big XL fans. Now, DHL already had a match as Doom yesterday, if I remember correctly, but wasn't looking too hot. But if there's one thing I know about XL, this man knows how to bust the move in the mid lane. There's a bit of a role switch as well, because Washed Up is actually playing the carry instead of Sloppy already. Yesterday, like I said, Sloppy already was playing the slot. Is there any lineup that you're liking at the moment? Dyson Vacuum Cleaner is actually going to be a tiny off lane here.
So who is Ha playing? Is that Boss 5?
Boss 4.
Boss 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh my god, I just realized my stream has no sound, but okay, it's back.
Vibes. Oh no, last match as Void Spirit was a loss, but look at that scoreline. This man knows how to play some Void Spirit. Maybe picking the purple man for luck as well, right? Because, you know, their team profile picture is Thanos after all. They gotta signify their loyalty here. But of course, this is gonna be game number 1 of the grand finals of the NUS ICG 2023. My name is Permsneeze. I'm joined by Goofy here, my boy from sometimes we stream together, and he's still trying to learn the ropes. He's not really that much of a tryhard as much as everyone in this game is, at least in this lobby is at least. But you know, he's here for a good time, and yeah, hopefully, you know, we have a pretty good time watching this game, because I know for a fact yesterday's games were rough. Like, I know both teams, they were playing a little bit sloppy. Maybe it was the end of a long day. It was definitely the end of a long day for me. I was having some trouble keeping myself awake in that game. So I mean, let's introduce the players, okay? I'm gonna do one side and you do the other. You ready?
I don't know the rest, but okay, what are you doing?
You don't know the what?
I mean, like, I don't know the names, so I'm just gonna say, like, their in-game names.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna do that too. I don't know their names either.
Oh, okay, go for it,
Okay, so on the side of RVRC, on the left side, on the Radiant, it's gonna be Dyson Vacuum Cleaner, or better known as Free Najib from yesterday. He's gonna be playing that tiny off lane. He's backed up by La La La. I think changed his name from La 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 to Ha 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 on the Mirana position 4. Leonidas gonna be in the mid lane on the Queen of Pain, of course. In the bot side, some action already started off by Imperial Zhang on that Slark, and 44 Phantom, or last time formerly known as Tetarek Alamans or Milo Tower Alamans on that bench. Okay, why don't you introduce the side of NUSC here?
Alright, for boss 1, we got a Drow, who is washed up. Boss 5, Silencer, which is Rapture. And then we got a mid Exol right there, as you can see.
Yeah.
Then off lane Doom, which is DHL, and the boss 4, which is sloppy already.
Yeah.
By the damage that he's taken, it was pretty sloppy.
Ah, wow, this guy is coming through with the puns. You get so much time to come up with one. Like, I gave you such a lead up to the intro, and you took so long to come up with that. That was rough. That was sloppy for sure.
Not gonna lie, I just realized his name was sloppy already.
Okay, shut the hell up. That's not this ain't a comedy. Okay, but quick look at the lanes. Already Phantom taking quite a bit of a beating. Sloppy has just been auto-attacking him non-stop. Now, I was a bit concerned because he actually chose to get the Telekinesis level 1 to peel Imperial Zhang off his Doom. But maybe that ends up being the right decision, because, I mean, Phantom's just tanking so much pressure from these creeps. Now, mid lane, though, I feel like that's the matchup we want to watch, right? XL versus Leonidas. XL, the OG captain of NUSC, was here in the last iteration. Didn't manage to close it out against the predecessors of RVRC. And he's looking to take away the grand finals this time. Apparently, according to Kyoko, XL said that he will destroy RVRC today. So we'll see whether that's the case. But top side, washed up. Now, not the player we saw playing the carry role yesterday, and Dyson Vacuum Cleaner yesterday as well. He was playing a lot more of action-making offlaners. We'll see how he adapts with this tiny offlane. First pick as well, so they have a lot of time to adapt. And Dyson is taking quite a bit of damage.
Is that first blood right there?
Washed up. He has the Fairy Fire. Didn't even need to pop it. The confidence on this man. But still, a little bit of a scary situation here. Needs to back off from the wave.
Yeah, RVRC is not having a great time on the off lane.
Yeah. I don't know what you can do. It's tough, right? Because I mean, you just have this Silencer solo zoning you back. You can't actually trade with him. 8 stolen intelligence, and he just has to patiently wait for the wave to come in.
Yeah, mid lane's also pretty interesting.
Oh.
Boss Spirit already has his bottle, and Queen of Pain just denied. Water Ruin.
That's
so no bottle for you.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at the CS advantage here. This Void Spirit's actually almost 6 creeps up on the Queen of Pain, and that's going to be the bottle difference coming in early as well. The Water Rune being snagged up by XL, and Leonidas not having his own pattern. Oh, okay. Pulled back by the Remnant. No Blink build here. Going full damage with maybe what will be this Max Shadow Strike.
Yeah, I mean, she has to find a way to like push him back so she can farm though. So I think that's why she got the Shadow Strike.
I think the main thing with Shadow Strike is Void Spirit is that you're worried he's gonna use Dissimulate to try and dodge it, right? So
Yep.
if you get the Shadow Strike up to the higher levels, the cooldown is actually 4. So you can just spam this before the Void Spirit. You know, he might max Dissimulate first, but that's not really the ideal of a build. So it's forcing the Void Spirit into a bit of a tricky spot here. The Void Spirit, not the hero with the highest natural sustain as well. So you want to kind of eventually edge out this advantage against him. But for now, it's Leonidas that's on the back foot here.
Okay, so far nothing much is happening. Bot lane, pretty okay farm, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot more for this Doom than I expected. I mean, DHL has sort of made his home here, and it's largely because of the fact they had this blocked, right? I mean, finally, unblocking it is 44 Phantom, but still, Imperial Zeng forced to play very high up on the lane. I think earlier on as well, we were checking the resources, and DHL and Sloppy already, they've just done such a good job at trading back and forth. I mean, it's mostly because 44 Phantom's just been taking so much damage on the sidelines here. And take a look at that, already half HP thanks to that level 2 in Scorched Earth. They just can't stand up to this duo right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Excel seems like he's managed to get a grab on the Bounty Rune here and Water Rune as well. So, gonna put himself in a good spot. Leonidas did manage to recover in terms of the levels though. So, this is where the Queen of Pain starts to perhaps get an advantage with the higher levels in Shadow Strike here. Do you play any of these heroes in this game? Goof, do you have any insight on what you're looking for any of them to do?
Damn. Okay, if I would say, I guess Silencer? I don't play
Is that-
Silencer.
Okay.
But I think Silencer might need a last word, you know, to harass this. Sorry, not last word, sorry. Need to use more of the Arcane Curse so that Brianna eats a lot of damage when she keeps slipping away.
I mean, you are literally their coach. As soon as you said that, Vepture just popped the Arcane Curse after popping a mango. This man is in their ears right now.
Yeah, maybe he can hear me.
Yeah, maybe they can hear you. Turn it down, man.
Yeah, Rapture, stop listening.
Okay, let's be real here. Let's have a competition. Which one of you is Excel's biggest fan? If you had to rate and proof as to why you're Excel's biggest fan, please let the chat know just exactly your devotion to Excel here. Because all of you want to have his babies, but it doesn't seem like any of you are worthy at the moment. So we have a bit of a situation.
Oh, bottom.
Oh, bottom. Good call. Imperial Zeng being run down. And it's going to be first blood. They just get slapped down. And
Oh, is that a double kill?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, Sloppy already is going to grab it, but essentially a 2-for-nothing trade. They just get run down by the duo here. And NUSC, a lot more life being shown in these early stages than yesterday. Yesterday, they were looking on their last feet. They weren't feeling too hot. It didn't feel like they sort of had the will to really defeat RVRC, the people who stomped them in the previous finals. But here they are. This could be the start of something good here.
Oh, Doom already has his phase boots at 5 minutes. And
I mean, that's a pretty normal timing though. Okay. Oh, haste.
I'm Harold.
Yeah, my bad. Excel running forward against Leonidas, tried to dodge back, cute little move, but not enough damage for the moment. Has to pop the stick. Is he gonna go for it? Excel beast mode, pops that Queen of Pain wide open. The stun not gonna connect, and the arrow a bit too far away, and Excel's gonna get out of trouble here. Ha ha ha! Can't make the chase. And like they said,
Fucking name.
yeah. Bro, you imagine trying to cast someone with a name called Tetarik Alamans. That shit's rough. It's funny though. But yeah, okay. So far, it actually seems like Dyson Vacuum Cleaner making a go onto this Silencer. The arrow gonna land perfectly as well. And ha ha ha, gonna just fire off the spells and now washed up. They managed to get the kill on Dyson Vacuum Cleaner though, so they get something out of that trade. But Leonidas' first rotation up to the top side after falling in the mid. Not too bad, but jump in. XL, he's not done just yet. Tries to get the touch onto 44 Phantom. No cigar though.
That's a pretty good rotation from the Queen of Pain though.
I mean, I think more than anything, props to Dyson Vacuum Cleaner for setting that one up, right? It felt like it was a bit of a bait, but he turned around on the Silencer. I don't think the Silencer was expecting that rotation as well.
Yeah, it's a good kill.
The Slug needs to be a bit careful here because DHL inching ever closer to that level 6. 3 mangoes in the pocket as well. XL in the area, running forward already. Here's the dash, manages to purge it for now, but bam, there it goes. That Assimilate's gonna pop, and I mean, like we said, it's not the best build. It's not quote-unquote optimal, but against this matchup, perhaps it's actually good. And I mean, the area damage can't be underestimated as well. Excel looks to be on fire in this early stage of the game. Some dewarding action going on. Vepcher shows himself. Needs to be a little bit careful how he positions. That's 3 levels in the Avalanche. Toss up, arrow down, and the Starfall finishes off that. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner will grab it. Meanwhile, mid lane, Leonidas just making use of the fact that he's getting that Arcane Rune there and trying to pressure out Excel, forcing him back to base.
Yeah, Excel used one of his sleeps, tried to get the Arcane Rune, but the Queen of Pain blink was just too fast.
Yeah. I mean, both these heroes have very good rune control, right? But the Queen of Pain, you know, when she's in a position where she has just better resources, it's really hard to go up against that.
Oh, we have some action at bottom. They smoke.
Okay, do we? Looking for a Doom target. I think that's the situation. They know the Slug is here. Now, does he know? The ping comes out. The superior night vision from Slug is just way too good. Meanwhile, top side, looks like they're trying to get set up here. Leonidas is in the area. Oh, that was a little bit of a mistake. I think he went attack move instead of just move and reveals that ward that's spotting out Vepcher and washed up. That's gonna be a rotation gone wrong. Excel in the mid lane though. Look at Imperial Zhang, not level 6 just yet. Purges off the slow, just a little bit of harass, just tickling the Slug's ballsack there. Nothing too
He still manages to get away.
Yeah. I mean, a
Rubik,
bunch
level
of
6.
rotations gone wrong here, but top side, he's been lurking for a little bit too long, and Washed Up's gonna claim that one. +2 intel, first of the game for Vepcher. And hopefully a lot more coming soon. Now Excel, he's looking at mid lane, he might want to make a jump. The way he's posturing is a little bit scary. Gets the pop onto Leonidas, doesn't actually blink that one. And now it's Excel with the advantage here, a brawl. In the bot jungle though, Sloppy already has a wave of terror. Actually dodges it, nicely done. Jumps away, no, doesn't manage to make the cliff. I mean, I gotta respect it, it was a good try for sure, but that's 3 heroes essentially running at a support. Now Imperial Zhang, he definitely needed that kill, but you know, it still doesn't feel that good. The rest of the cores on the side of NUSC are just free farming after all.
Oh my, what like the MMRs?
Okay, I think they're all around high divine, if not immortal. That's kind of the level that we're watching right now. So, I think they're all better than me by like maybe 2 or 3 ranks.
That's like a fuck ton of ranks for me.
That is a fuck ton of ranks for you. That is in fact true. I mean, you can feel free to ask me questions as to what they're doing, and then maybe people who are not so familiar with Dota can sort of like get an idea as well. I'm more than happy to answer, but I mean, right now I'm just trying to catch up on all the action here. At top of the, if we take a quick look at the net worth, to no one surprise here, Doom with a good laning stage. This hero is a gold printing machine. Devour, not maxed out yet, but use the Scorched Earth to really get a better get a better position at that lane. Already has the Midas ticking and the Devour as well, so very, very scary business here. We're not seeing that. Yeah, sorry.
They're probably trying to take bot tower.
Yeah.
Oh,
TP's coming in though. Leonidas has the screen available, turning around the Doom.
Doom.
Sloppy already with that clutch lift. Now, do they want to stay around? This is 5 TPs. Global Silence as well. They're going to get DHL. That's a good kill to get. Highest net worth hero in the game. Now, the TPs, they're here. The swap into the arrow. Perfectly chained up by the supports on RVRC. Vepcher, he's TP'd in as well. Used the Global Silence already, but they're out of mana and they're out of luck. XL tries to find the touch onto Leonidas, but the blink away. Fast and swift. Oh, looking for 44 Phantom, and now XL, he's committed in, but they don't actually have the cooldowns to deal with him at the moment, and he's gonna slip out with 1 support kill. So at the end of the day, 2 for 1, but basically 5 reactions to this bot side. Meanwhile, take a look at Washed Up. He's just dealing the damage to this top tier 1. I think he's gonna grab it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Now watch out, it's a pretty open lane to farm.
Top tower is under attack.
Oh, but Leonidas is pretty low.
I mean, he's gonna blink on the rune.
Oh,
he's gonna get the
no.
double damage and blinks right onto Vepcher. Was that really what he wanted? He's gonna die for this one.
I mean, it's better on her than the voice spirit who's just gonna blink around, killing the whole team.
I
No, at
guess
least she
so,
denied
but
the rune away.
I mean, like, I feel like you sacrifice your life for that. There's no way that's really worth it, right? I mean, okay, bot side, the arrow, gonna be a swing and a miss onto DHL, but lands on the Sloppy already. He wasn't prepared to make that dodge. He's gonna have to give his life up for his position 3 here. And a lot of the advantage that DHL was generating in this bot lane has dissipated, but he's more than happy, right? He still has the Midas ticking. He can just walk backwards and farm with this Scorch Surf as well. Lines being drawn mid. They need to be careful. Leonidas spots him out here, but Washed Up is here to play as well. XL looking for a jump forward. Silence up, and there's the Remnant. Washed Up just blasting away the follow-up Gust. Gonna take down Leonidas in this mid lane. So, you know, Leonidas, he's been a standout player for RVRC this entire tournament thus far. But when his comfort mid heroes are taken away from him, it's a little bit harder to perform. Now Washed Up gonna get swapped back, staying a bit too long and not expecting that blink reveal. I mean, I wasn't either for sure. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner, that's a stylish way to show that off.
Meanwhile, bot side, Slug finally got his Falcon Blade, and Doom is just dooming, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he has the Doom off cooldown, right? So they should have a rough time on this. They know that they can't be in this bot lane. Slug really has no choice but to try and slowly farm the jungle, but so much tower pressure coming in, even though Washed Up was dead. XL Vector still hitting away at this mid, and bot side, DHL and Sloppy, the tag team duo.
Doom is Doom up, but
Yeah.
he decided to take the tower.
I mean, yeah, I mean, why not? Just occupy this bot lane, almost to his BKB already. 7k net worth at this primitive state of the game. It's really, really impressive. Oh, the silence out. XL finds it. They don't have enough nuke damage to deal with him, and both the supports can do nothing but watch their mid just drop again. Leonidas, he's definitely not having a good game this time round. 1, 4, and 4 on this Queen of Pain. Not really the sight you want to see, especially for the fact that they actually counterpick this Queen of Pain into XL's Void Spirit.
Oh, I realized Doom cancelled his TP just to farm jungle.
Yeah, I mean, I think he realized like at that point in time the fight was already over and they weren't going to make any more chase. So he just kind of trying to sap up as much space on the map. I respect it. You're going to look towards the mid tower though. Leonidas, the scream backwards. That's a bit of an awkward one. I think Sloppy was inching forward trying to find that steal, but that's gonna at least keep the mid tower alive. You can see how much importance these players are placing on the mid tower because that's gonna open up the map for them to really just run in and pressure this slot. For now, Imperial Zhang, Falcon Blade completed, can just safely traverse this jungle. Not so lucky for Dyson Vacuum Cleaner though. The silence out, but oh my gosh, they just get wiped here and they can finish off the ancient stack. So nice ward spotting all of this out. Gonna take down that Tiny. That's a killing spree. And they're not even in position to contest. They're just gonna get their stack stolen. This is rough views for the side of RVRC today. NUSC came to party. And Goof, you weren't here yesterday, but let me just catch you up to speed. NUSC were just getting absolutely shit-stormed by RVRC yesterday. Like, it wasn't even close. It was like 7k gold lead at like 10 minutes kind of situation. But take a look at this. It's exactly the other way this time round.
It's hard to tell though, it's only like close to mid-game. Maybe,
Yeah, but
who
still,
knows, the
this
Slug
is-
can ramp up the game.
I mean, yeah, but this is quite a significant advantage, you gotta admit. They got a TP top for the Moonlight Shadow, covering the side of RVRC for now. They're back to the split map situation. They don't want to try their luck with the tier 2, but that's gonna open up potential pickoffs coming out. XL, working
Doom
his
has
way
his
towards the
BKB up.
Euros. Oh, running towards Leonidas. There's a TP up to the top side, but I think Leonidas can just blink away. Yup, the Rubik couldn't make it in time, and XL, fortunately, guesses wrongly there. He's gonna chill the trees for a little bit. He has a Quelling Blade in his pocket, no big deal. It's just vibing. He wants to dissimulate out instead. But yeah. Oh, Leonidas to the TP, they can't interrupt it, so that's gonna be that. But the entire side of RVRC now playing this bot lane.
Oh,
Green
Doom.
Dude's top thing is about to get knocked over.
I mean, he has the Doom available, but BKB on this man, he is so farmed, it is ridiculous. Imperial Zhang though, working on his own BKB. Like you said, he's had quite a bit of time to really ramp up slowly. Once he gets that BKB, the fights will get a lot easier for him.
RVRC is now moving to the bottom. But, I don't know, I feel like just leave Slug alone, try to make space for him to farm more. Oh, this is gonna be another fight. NUSC is going to the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna get spotted out here. The ward just sees this entire movement, so, I mean, RVRC, they're just gonna scatter to the wind. I don't think they want any part of this action. The pings still come out though. Leonidas should know this is coming. And still sticking around for the wave. Global silence as well. Leonidas, you saw them on ward. You've got to know they're coming. Still manages to know the
Doom, the
blink.
Queen of Pain.
The armpits go up in time. Volleyball Phantom trying to buy some space. XL doesn't have another dash. Leonidas making a run for it. There's still a bunch of time on this Doom. The Remnant coming out. Doesn't manage to get it. Forced to pop the BKB back the other way. So it ends up working out pretty well for them. The blink forward, they see Rapture, and this Silencer's in trouble. Talk about an opportune situation. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner gonna get this kill. Now, do they know XL is around? I have an idea he's in this area, but not ideal then. Not ideal. Use the Doom. You don't get a kill. Leonidas, perhaps it was a bait all along.
Well, it's a pretty good sword from the Vengeful though.
Yeah, I mean, right
Came
place, right
just in
time, right?
Yeah. No, she'll be in like deep trouble.
Dire's top tower is
And I like that presence of mind from Dyson Vacuum Cleaner as well. You kind of notice that, you know, instead of just instinctively running back and trying to help his teammate, he recognized that this Silencer was blindly walking forward. Just get that easy kill and back up, right?
Yeah.
Already working towards the Aghanim Scepter 2 components on this Tiny already. You wouldn't be able to tell this guy's off lane, actually. And like you said, they are slowly making their way back up, but it's never a pretty sight when your pos 4 Rubik has more net worth than your Queen of Pain mid. That is definitely unfortunate there for Leonidas, but he's doing his best. He's trying to farm back into the game. It's been rough for him so far, but hopefully he can still try and find an opening to get back here. But like I said, he's not going for that BKB, but the status resist from the Sanj and Kaya is definitely going to help. They have so much disable, like petty disable too. It's not serious, right? They have serious and unserious disable.
Slap the Echo Saber. He's not trying to farm for his BKB.
Yeah, I mean, so one of the things that sluts like to do, or like heroes that build Echo Saber like to do, is they'll get the Echo Saber, but they'll disassemble it, right? So they'll use the Ogre X to form their BKB, but it's like a nice little pit stop, because it doesn't feel so good to get like just straight BKB in terms of the build up. So this is something that like quite a lot of pros actually do.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's new.
Yeah, you could take that trick for yourself as well. If you know you need a BKB in the game, but you just still want to sort of increase your farming and fighting efficiency up until there, then you know you can just kind of add in additional Oblivion stuff. It's a lot of additional fighting power and bulk. Now, ha.
Oh,
Speaking of fighting power,
bro.
yeah, I mean, not gonna engage in this whatsoever. XL still on the hunt though, looking for somebody. Imperial Zeng already preps the Dark Pact here. The pings are out. I think a ward is there, but really it was just good presence of mind and positioning there from the side of RVRC, but they're gonna walk away with a good stack, so not too upset about that.
structures are fortified.
And good response here. I like this coming out from RVRC, immediately shoving out the bot lane. They're just playing split map from the side of NUSC right now. They know they can't fight, so they're just avoiding, trying to draw pressure away from where NUSC want to be grouped up. Because the second they start getting caught off by themselves, that's where maybe a swap can really get a pick off. That's where really you can perhaps pounce on someone and start farming up that permanent edgy. Not at the moment though. And ladies and gentlemen, bear in mind that this is a best of 5 series, so even though NUSC is looking really hot here, there's still a lot of room for RVRC to come back. It's not over just at the drop of the hat. Now, with the way NUSC are playing though, they definitely are on something else this today. That's for sure. Use complete for XL here. A bit of purge against all the disables that they have on the side of RVRC.
Oh, Doom is so fat.
He is so fat. He is so fat. He needs to go. He needs to like share some of his wealth, man. Like this is ridiculous.
Yeah, wait, I go message him right now.
Yeah, you want to let him ask him. Hey bro, can share?
Yeah, I can.
What you say? Let me know. I also want.
He said cannot.
Cannot. Why?
He said cause
He trying to win. He trying to win ICG. I think so. He trying to win ICG.
Yeah, maybe.
He trying to do it for NUSC. And this is starting to get a bit slow, right? Because I don't think the side of NUSC really want to risk an overextension into tier 2. But at the same time, it doesn't really feel like they're ready to do Roche just yet. It could be really scary if the Slut gets in, presses Q. They don't have a lot of area control. They have the Gust, sure. But apart from that, they don't really have a lot of ground targeted disable, right? Apart from Aether Remnant.
Oh, do you see the ward at top? In the ancient jungle?
Yeah.
They didn't de-ward it.
Which one? Oh, the one on the cliff spotting everything.
Is it? No. Can you see
Yeah,
my
yeah.
ping?
No, I can't.
Okay,
It's the one on the cliff, right?
someone on cliff. No.
Wait, what are you talking about? The one in the
Okay.
triangle that sticks to a sentry?
Yeah, the triangle. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not that important because they're controlling that area anyway. So there's no way you walk in there and D1. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh.
Dire's bottom
I mean,
tower
that's a little bit... I mean, that's one of those instances where fast fingers goes wrong, right? Dyson vacuum cleaner, he was quick to the punch and the Sansa got a little bit worried, popped that preemptively, was wondering if someone was getting gone on. But just like that, the push evaporated, right? There's no way you can go forward without global here.
Yeah, RVRC just needs to take this slow, man. Let the slug get a bit more of his items. Maybe a BKB, then they can start fighting.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, I mean, Dyson vacuum cleaner, once again, he's done a great job at just kind of drawing some attention. Now, RVRC are definitely on the back foot here, but a 10k gold lead, you know, it's not insurmountable. Like you said, the slug just needs a bit of time. They should be able to snuff out the wards and really clear out the area. I'm not sure whether Imperial Zeng was noticing, but should have spotted out this ward and should have known. But they gotta start sentrying up everywhere and start clearing this vision a little bit.
It's an Arcs on Tiny right now. I don't know how.
Oh.
Like, it's gonna be useful.
This could be a little bit uncomfortable though, because they're gathering up in this triangle area. It's gonna get spotted out by this ward, I think. They at least see that there is it's a little bit of a union here in this top side. Or at least in the triangle, that's where they last saw them. So they're gonna play a little bit more careful, hugging their towers here. They don't want to get caught out by the side of RVRC. They don't want to be the factor that starts catapulting the game back in the other direction. But the 5-man group up top, they want to take this tier 1. They're gonna grab it. Dyson vacuum cleaner, the last hit and the tree.
Has fallen.
I need to be bought to defend, but oh my god, the whole team from NUSC is just going there.
Oh, Dyson vacuum cleaner. Tossing out that tree volley actually clears out the whole creep wave and they can't reach into the tree line to grab him. So, I mean, he's doing so much work for his team right now.
The whole team is just separated.
Gonna fall over soon.
Yeah, take a look at that. Some drawings coming out right now. They know they need to clear from top to bottom and everyone knows, right? They're playing this split map situation. It's just when and where they end up clashing now. And USC, they're gonna shift gears. The pressure, the track changed to the mid lane now. And Washed Up gonna be the one to hit these towers. But oh, looks like someone's getting caught out. Sloppy is the one to fall. And they're not really expecting that, the gust.
Oh,
Okay, try to keep them at bay, and Leonidas gonna get crushed right now. No, the swap out just in time. 44 Phantom gonna sacrifice his life for the mid laner. Do they have anything else in the tank? Pump faking the Doom. Don't want to waste it here though. Vacuum cleaner.
Oh.
Throwing the tree volley. Very, very nice try. Almost gets the Doom. Dyson vacuum cleaner had that set up all planned, but the BKB popped. And they're gonna back off here. It's a 1-for-1 trade at the moment. It's definitely something that helps out the side of RVRC. Keep them in the game. Excel throughout their entire engagement, nowhere to be found. He's still working on his X. One more component to that, and that's going to be so difficult for them to play up against. An AoE silence against the likes of Mirana, Venge, Drow. Not Drow, sorry. Mirana, Venge, the Slot. It's going to be so hard to play the co-op. What are you going to do? You need to get BKB. Oh, DHL. DHL gonna get caught out by the vision here. So Leonidas, a free pick off. That is almost 1,000 gold in Leonidas's pocket. Talk about recovery. Take a look at where she is now.
Dire structures are fortified.
She finally got above the Rubik.
Yeah.
Tower is under attack.
They're gonna convert this to some tower pressure mid. They know there's no Doom in the picture. They know there's no global. Dyson vacuum cleaner. Just tossing out the entire forest, no big deal. Just casually, gonna finish off that tower as well. A nice bit of extra gold for the side of RVRC.
Widdly widdly got all diddly.
This is the comeback you were talking about, Goof.
Yeah, man. The slap.
Now it's
Slug's doing
still,
good, man.
it's still a little bit tough in terms of the win probability. It is rising a little bit by a little bit. But it's still, you know, RVRC, they definitely have a chance. But I can't help but feel like the second NUSC band together and execute a fight right, it's gonna look so overwhelmingly in their favor.
Oh, Imperial disassembled his Echo Saber to make his Arc Scepter.
Oh, okay, so a little
Yeah.
bit of a change of pace here. They are, I guess they're just committed to playing split map and pick off more than instead of taking the fight, because you need a BKB to fight into this team, but it doesn't seem like he's all too worried about that. I mean, it also helps in his mobility, right? If he spots them, or if his if his Shadow Dance ever just doesn't go off or goes off, he can immediately just double pounce away and get to safety. So I don't think I hate this move here, actually. some lines being drawn here, directing the team to go and shove top side. I mean, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner, he might be one of the newcomers to the team. I'm not sure whether he played previously, but you know, this guy knows his stuff. This guy is shot calling for the squad right now. He's the off laner who's still hung in there, still relevant in the game, still doing a bunch of damage. And he's the one directing the team around. He's the one telling them, okay, they're playing split map now. We need to mirror them. We need to drag them away. We can't let them just siege these towers with impunity. And you know what? I've built an egg scepter. I can clear creep waves easily. They can't jump me here. As long as I have Avenge behind me ready to swap. With the Aether Lens, with the Tumbler's Toy, there's no way they can collapse. And they're going to have to TP back exactly as he planned. I mean, this Tiny, you can tell he's masterminding the whole thing. Now they're looking for some pickoffs here. The stun's out and they get DHL. I mean, this Tiny is just orchestrating such a good power play here for his team. Imperial Zeng gonna run through, get washed up, dodge out on the arrow from this Drow, but forced to BKB. They look towards Vector next. This Silencer more than likely dead, no way of getting out. Force Staff already used to save his carry. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you play a perfect split map. RVRC. It looked a little bit in some trouble there.
Oh,
But now Sloppy already, they see him. They see the Rubik. And this is where the double pouncers come in handy. Caught out. Sloppy already. No way out of this one. And it's going to be Leonidas with the double kill to return back into the game.
And oh my god, just like that, 5k down.
They're starting to climb back up here, like you said. Quick look at the change in win probability, and it's already shot back up to 45%. Just in one fell swoop. It really is all about that map movement. I mean, RVRC, they're maneuvering this tough situation very, very well. I mean, the fact of the matter is they've just been avoiding Excel on this Void Spirit. This man came to play, he put himself on his best hero, he's ready to just mess someone up, but they just don't fight wherever he's around. They wait for him to show himself on some lane, and they go to the exact opposite end of the map. They put a compass on, they're like, alright, where is the furthest we can get away from Muhammad Excel? And there they are. That's the whole team of RVRC. They could look towards Roche here. They're not going to get so gutsy. They're not going to be so ambitious here. They're just happy to set up some vision. Like you said, this what vision pieces like these are so important to how they want to play right now. But both of them are expiring. We have to see where they place the vision next.
Oh, I think... No, Axel looks fine.
Why is Excel being chased?
No, I thought it was being chased, but no, but oh, mid.
Oh, mid lane, like you said. Okay, they BKB to try and get the jump up to this Mirana, and they'll be successful, but...
There are some things you weren't meant to see.
I mean, I don't know. I think that BKB was just sort of out of fear. You don't want to just get completely blown up without popping it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it does feel like quite a spend for the Mirana. I mean, they get their goal of getting to siege this tier now. Tier 2. Here comes Leonidas, blink in the stun. Doom out to Leonidas, but his BKB is already running. The Sonic Wave stolen as well. Back the other way, this Queen of Pain is done and dusted. No way of saving her, but they want to get more. Imperial Zeng jumps forward. They finish off 2 for now, but the Silencer hasn't gotten able to cast this out. A bit of a miscom here, but Sloppy already more than likely dead. Still has a swap available. DHL, very, very low. XL there as well, but the stun is there. The Blast Rake not gonna save him. Still has one more Astral Step. XL finishes it off. It's XL versus Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. Arguably the 2 star players of both teams right now, trying to do the most, dodging out with that Outer Ring Dissimulate. And XL managed to clean up on the back line. Gotta give props to him where props are due. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner not done just yet. So much damage in the Mindbreaker! He does it again! The crits are more than enough. And this man is putting the team on his back right now. NUSC, they had such a good early lead, and here it is all slipping away before their fingers. At the hands of this tiny offlane, Daedalus, Eggs, Mindbreaker, and Blink. He's just been such a menace for the side of NUSC.
You're forgetting about the Fairy Fire, the 2 extra damage, man.
That's true, that's true. You're so right for that. Every single tree is hitting for just that much more. Don't underestimate even the smallest plant. I mean, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. This guy, he's been playing a flawless Tiny. He's keeping up with the Midas Doom in these conditions. That's how crazy his farm is right now.
You should have seen when the Tiny threw the tree at the Rubik. Was pretty fucking sick. If he was running for his life, the tree just flew.
And like just bonked him on the back of the head, and the
Yeah.
poor little wizard man evaporated.
Still that bitch.
I mean, they can't keep letting these fights happen and not take down Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. Sure, he has 3k HP. Sure, he does a ton of damage, but you need to commit something onto him. Just now, that fight, they used everything at the kitchen sink on Leonidas, and look where it brought them. Leonidas was built specifically for this, right? Built the Kaya Sanj, built the BKB, and now going for the Lotus. It's a not the Lotus, sorry, the Link. It's a very, very defensive build. They jump into the bot side. They see Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. This could be the huge pick-off that they needed. He doesn't have any defensive items. He has a Fairy Fire, but that's not gonna restore enough, and poor Dyson Vacuum Cleaner is gonna go down. The Scream out onto 3 to scare them away. The swap as well. They swap washed up into the tower. This Drow needs to get out and needs to get out now. Has the Hurricane Pike still available? And gonna be okay. XL looking for more here. There's the Remnant. XL's on fire right now. No way to stop him. Imperial Zeng though has another pounce, using up the slug for now. Needs to dodge the arrow, but doesn't manage to find it. They ping onto XL. They want to kill this Void Spirit. Has a Dissimulate available. Some space being bought by DHL. And just like that, dash back out the other way. Leonidas blinked backwards to try and find him, but can't anymore. Dodges back into the tree lines. And DHL, Lotus Orb, purges off that Infernal Blade. 2v2 situation here. The Drow got away from the fight very early on, made the call to get out. But this game is so tense. You can see every single movement matters. And no, Leonidas walking down the wrong alley, washed up, just walks up and says, "Hey buddy, heard you got some gold for me." Picks that right on up. It's just part of the farm pattern, you know. And now they can push this bot lane. XL no fear whatsoever. This game is just some back and forth, right? I mean, they've just slugged it back and forth. It's been a lot closer than what we saw yesterday, and this is exactly the Dota we came to watch.
Yeah, with that, you can see the net worth is like finally back to 8k, but we'll see, man.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that way anymore, right? I mean, it feels like both these teams just have so much fight-taking potential. If they get the right move, that'll change everything. But now, straight into the Roche Pit they go. They know the Queen of Pain is still out of commission for a little bit longer, and they have a Drow on their side. Now, do the side of RVRC know about this? Even if they do, it doesn't look like they want to contest at the moment. They're setting up vision in this area. They have a scan available if they want to. But actually, the side of NUSC give up on it. They think better, they back up. Little NC here, one ward still spotting them out. They can't find this one. And they're gonna walk into Roche. Side of RVRC, they know this is happening, and there they go. Already slapped, scouting the perimeter. The scan does catch him though. And one Aether Remnant just to guard the premises. Here comes the arrow. Gets on the Roche, but it's just gonna help Washed Up get that Aegis just a little bit faster there. In reality, not much they could have done. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. Working towards the BKB, you're gonna really be an unstoppable machine once that comes online. The previous fight, he was lurking around a little bit too long and got caught out.
Or they might be going for Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. They smoked
Yeah.
up.
I mean, if they see him, they're jumping forward. On this Rubik, the Blink. They don't know where he is at the moment though. He's ducking and weaving. Hiding in the tree line.
But they scanned him. They scanned
No. I mean, they scanned this smoke move. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner knew they were coming, and he's just gonna TP out. So there's a lot of wasted time coming out from the side of NUSC here. They get nothing. Meanwhile, the Quap just farming the top side, creating that pressure with the 2 catapults now. And someone's gonna have to go back and address this. If not, they risk losing a tier 2 for a tier 2, and that's not good for a team that's supposed to be in the lead. You're supposed to be taking the advantageous trades.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Looks like they haven't decided just exactly what they want to do yet. They have smoke. It looks like a defense is on its way. Now Washed Up, he's going to be around the side hitting the tower. Has the Aegis, feeling a little confident. Octarine Core complete on DHL as well.
Will I shadow up too?
Yeah, XL guarding the perimeters, but I mean, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner gets grabbed out. Needs to be careful, XL, how he chooses to approach. They could get the stun. His reaction speed not fast enough, and up they jump. XL, he's gonna drop, no buyback. Can the Doom do it? Pops the Doom on himself. That's an AoE Doom onto 3. Washed Up trying to do the damage, but the Sonic Wave gonna push him back. This Drow has a second life, but without your core in the Void Spirit, what else can you do? They need to extract this Drow from this sticky situation. Forced to pop the BKB and the TP. And that's all they're gonna get. They get the jump out onto XL. What a perfect way to start the fight here. XL wasn't quick enough on the fingers with that Dissimulate and gonna get stunned up. And once again, we see the impact of that Mindbreaker on this Tiny, right? The second the first tree flies through, you're silenced up. You don't really expect it. You don't see it coming. You have the use available, but it's a bit too much to react to in that high-pressure situation. And once again, Gold lead back down to 7k. Imperial Zhang still looking for more. Washed Up doesn't have a BKB, but has a Hurricane Pike. The stun up, DHL Inferno Blade as well. Imperial Zhang, have you gone a bit too far? Doesn't have the Shadow Dance, and Sloppy already stealing the pounds, jumping forward, but Dyson Vacuum Cleaner there to create the space. The Shadow Dance still not available, but Death Shroud is, the Scream as well, and Imperial Zhang, he's gonna go down, but the Blink Fall from Leonidas looking for more. DHL forced to pop the BKB right now. Leonidas still has his. The supporting cast of the side of NUSC, back up, Sloppy already, this is his buyback, walks back into the arrow, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner coming for the cleanup crew. That's gonna be a double kill. Tiny bided his time there. And die back for the Rubik. Excel's back in the fray though. And you need to give respect to this Void Spirit where it's due. You use a bit of your cooldowns. And you know Excel's gonna be on the hunt. They back off. They show that respect. But that's not before placing down a ward they could catch.
A DD on the Tiny though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some massive damage right there.
Uh-oh. I don't know whether this was the... I mean, they put a sentry in the area, but they deny it just to keep up the guys that there's no vision here. They would love to catch a Drow. They'd love to catch a Void Spirit just farming here alone. But now's not the time. This is out of the photo. The Moonlight Shadow though. I'm not sure whether that was caught out by the ward. I gotta check the vision range on that one. I don't think so. Just out of vision range. I don't know if they know what's coming. The blink forward. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner straight onto Ward. Stop! The crit damage is just too crazy. The Drow can't stand up against that. Now Excel, he's in the vicinity as well. They see him with this ward. He doesn't know just yet, but he's got to back off. Play it safe. Play it cool. Roshan up for another 4 minutes, I think, but the Drow is getting instantly wiped out by this Tiny alone.
Yeah, man. With the double damage, no way in hell she'll survive that.
I mean, we were talking about how good of a game DHL was having, but really hasn't been able to convert that into any meaningful map advantage, right? And now, take a look at Dyson Vacuum Cleaner and say, this man is an absolute menace. Octarine Core, Daedalus complete on this Tiny. What are you gonna do?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Hasn't opted to go for the Aghanim Shard yet, but I mean, with his build, it's a lot about the spell damage and the damage coming out from Tree Volley. It's not so much about auto attacking as fast as possible now. Blink back just to dodge out any potential initiation from the side of RVRC right now.
So I think, do you think NUSC has a chance to, push it back?
I mean, for sure, and the reason is this man right here, right? Excel has been playing a standout game thus far, but there's only so much he can do on this Void Spirit. He needs to be sure to pick off the right heroes in the fights, whether that's 44 Phantom, whether that's not divulging all of his attention on the Slap or the Quap. These are heroes that are very elusive, and he's not going to be able to burst them in one shot. So he needs to be a lot more tactful with how he uses his spells, where he places his silencers with the AoE. They're not out of it just yet, that is for sure, but we might be in for a bit of a barn burner here just to start our day off. Oh no! Vepture was in the middle of a D ward and they smoked right there. They know this is happening, or they should at least if they were paying attention.
Is all nasty and brokey.
It doesn't look like RVRC are gonna make any mistakes here. Not yet at least. DHL is in the area, so if Rubik gets jumped, it's gonna be an instant turnaround doom. Leonidas needs to be careful. Blinking forward onto Stoppy already. 4 staff away. And the lift back out. Excel is straight onto Leonidas, forcing that BKB. She's gonna back up. So, pretty decent bait play here from Leonidas. Does buy his team some time. That is at the cost of a BKB charge though. It's already at its lowest charge, so does it really matter?
Right, if you think about it, Global Silence is down though.
So true. But I wonder if the side of RVRC are going to try and make a move or not. It's a little bit of a precarious landscape. Of course, Roach isn't up just yet, but it's nearing the point where it could have spawned already. You can see the circling coming out from that Tiny. He knows that this is going to be a hotly contested area. They already have a nice ward here that's relatively unspotted, but you need every inch of vision you can get. They're
Oh.
gonna smoke up instead. Looking for a little bit of something here. The circle is out. They draw exactly where they can find the side of NUSC. Now this fight's gonna decide everything. They head up to the high ground here. That's a scan out. No sloppy already in the area. There's Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. Finishing him off. The stun bouncing onto DHL. Not able to pop the BKB. And that is the Doom out of the photo. The swap back as well. The damage is enough. Meanwhile, in the perimeters, XL gonna get caught out.
Imperial.
The silence. Did he get a bit too cocky holding that? He definitely did. He thought he could hang on to it and use it for the best optimal outcome, but doesn't even make it there. And in that fell swoop, now the side of RVRC, they're looking towards high ground. How many moments was it just ago that we saw the flip on the script, right? It was NUSC who were in the driver's seat. It was NUSC who were putting it all together. But just like that, one fell swoop off the back of Dyson Vacuum Cleaner's an amazing play. Leonidas had to take a bit more of a sacrificial role this game, but it paid off well.
Oh, they're looking to take out all the towers, man.
Yeah, the swap back as well. They go onto Sloppy already. The bounce back. They need to be so careful about this Vengeful Spirit and her shot. It's one of the most broken things in the universe.
Zhao trying her best to push him away, but I don't
Yeah.
think she's doing it. I don't think she can do anything at this time.
It's gonna be 2 sets of racks now. The TP out. The disrespect from Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. He's gonna go fix the bot lane. Now, I wonder what the next move is, because Roche is gonna be up in 30 seconds. Now, I wonder whether 44 Phantom and Squad have a I guess rough timer for that, right?
I guess, but doesn't seem they're checking Rush though.
Yeah, I mean, when you're at this level, you just kind of have a brief idea. Like, you will write it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's in there somewhere. I'm sure they understand the possibility of Roche spawning, but maybe they just have a bit too much on their mind. And there's something easy for us to think about, right? When we're watching it from a third-person point of view, it's very easy to look at these sort of slip-ups in terms of the game knowledge and think like, oh, you know what these players doing, right? But they don't have all the vision that we can see. You know what I mean? They are playing on a very limited map right now.
Oh, Rush. NUSC decides to take the Rush though.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's vision. But
Is there?
RVRC, yeah. But RVRC doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't think they do. It's a little bit awkward because there isn't really a good Aegis carrier on this team. If Drow goes on once, you're gonna spend so much time surrounding her that she's basically useless.
Oh.
Aegis washed up right now.
Oh, but Dyson just wipes out the whole fucking creep wave.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh no,
Oh.
Dyson jump on it, washed up.
Dyson gonna get doomed here, but Imperial Zeng's in with it into the fray. The Scream gonna finish them off. They need to be careful about it being stolen. But there's the Hex out onto Washtub. This poor Drow, nowhere to go. The use up onto XL. He pops the BKB. He's turning around on them, trying to do as much damage as he can. The second Scream back onto this poor Void Spirit. BKB is gonna run out. Sloppy already does steal that spell. Imperial Zeng running in, but the Aether Remnant catches him for now. But the rest of the team just can't stand up to the level of aggression. Washtub does get swapped out though. Still trying to create that distance. The mass buybacks come out in spades. Imperial Zeng, he's gonna actually get caught out here.
I thought they warned you not to speak with
Oh no, there goes Dyson.
Yeah, I mean, now Dyson Vacuum Cleaner's dead. XL does
Oh.
pay the price for it, but Leonidas, the 1v1 on the Drow, she's fine. Last hit. Is he gonna come back for it? Oh, actually gonna take out. She doesn't have lifesteal available to her, and she's gonna die. So two supports versus the Tiny, but the Tiny wants no business in this. Too low HP, too low on the mana as well, and gonna back off instead. And what a game we have on our hands here. Back and forth central, ladies and gentlemen. It is 47 minutes, but you will not believe this graph. Now, it doesn't even look that bad. But I swear, it's felt like an absolute roller coaster here. That was even a buyback on the Rubik and Silencer. So essentially, it was a team wipe.
And Aegis is down though. Zhao couldn't do anything. Just a wipe instantly.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Okay. I mean, that's how they is the Aegis? I think the Aegis is down. Yeah, that's how they use the Aegis. That's it's a little bit depressing. They didn't manage to get any objectives from it. And just like that, NUSC, they can keep this defense going. They're scaling up as well. I mean, the Tiny, sure, he's around like what, 10k ahead of Snake's latest counterpart. But still, he's done such a good job to farm up so much and be so powerful in the game. So the high ground defense begins, right? There isn't going to be much to do for you on the side of RVRC. You saw flip the NUSC. You saw flip the script a little bit, where now it's RVRC's turn to really choke you out and just take their time. Haste rune. And I'm just wondering how you kill this Tiny, right? How do you kill this Tiny? This man has a ridiculous amount of HP at almost 4k. Okay, that's not even to mention like his BKB. That's not even mentioning the Silver Edge. That's not even mentioning the spell lifesteal that comes from the Octarine Core. He's gonna jump forward and bam, just like that. One hit, 1k damage to every single creep in that creep wave, man.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Yeah, in a 1v1 fight, I don't think they can kill this Tiny, man. It's so stacked.
So
Not even
how
a
do
Drow
they
could
kill the
have
Tiny?
done.
Do you think if the Drow manages to hit the Tiny like what, 20, 30, 40 times, she can do it?
She can break him, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only hope. The one upside is that Drow does have the Frost Arrow, so applies a bonus damage per their max HP, right?
Oh, are they gonna try to get Tiny?
Oh, they could. They don't see him though. They don't have vision of him. But
Oh
they're
my
gonna try.
God.
They put down a ward, but they should see this one coming. They're just gonna blink out. I mean, poor thing.
Oh, that's a sad smoke. Oh, and Rubik. Oh, I thought he stuck.
I mean,
Rubik with the A on this.
they're playing so antsy here. They're so scared. This Rubik, yeah, like you said, working towards an Aeon Disc, has it already. But doesn't want to put it in the... Oh, okay, I lie. He puts it in the inventory because, you know, he figures that if I go down, I'm going to at least have that to break the fall a little bit. Imperial Zeng running through. The stun not going to land, but forcing the BKB out from the Drow. Global Silence out as well. A double stun. That's a pretty big one. But the Doom into the Lincolns. No, DHL. That's not the one you wanted. They're going to settle for the Venge. But covered by the Death Shroud now on the back line. Vacuum Cleaner making some space. The Scream out to XL. BKB powered by the Void Spirit. But it's going to be a Doom down for now. Still trying to do damage. The BKB from XL going to prevent that pound from latching. But now, haha, under some trouble. Leonidas holding down the fort. Still has the Refresher available. XL 1v4. Can he do it? The trees, they're too strong. And they finish off Leonidas. But it's a 2-for-1 exchange here.
I don't know, man. What can NUS do? Doesn't look like they can change anything. Doom is down. I don't know, man. Can Drow do anything though?
I don't know about that, but we'll have to see.
Dire's bottom
It's definitely a tricky one, right? But the Drow, I feel like she just needs so many things. She has Butterfly, Manta. Still doesn't feel enough. Gonna smoke herself out to try and take this fight. Try and defend this tower. Oh, the swap out! They found more stuff! The Hurricane Pike away though. No way out, and Phantom's gonna go down. Doesn't have the eggs available, means that this Venge is out of the fight. And Mirana as well, forcing the buyback from the Doom. So I don't know whether it was worth it. Because this
Oh, but they
Doom,
have to pull back.
yeah, I mean they have no choice. There's 2 lanes of Mega Creeps and no one was
Yeah.
defending them.
Oh, Tiny with the Swift Blink right now in his inventory.
Jesus.
Man is so fat.
I'm so scared for them. Like, the second he starts tossing these trees, they're gonna be absolutely destroyed. This is 17 now, 18k gold lead. And like, you might not have remembered it, but this was back the other way just like, what, 10-15 minutes ago? Now, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner is really done it for the squad here. He's looking for a kill. Has no mercy, the jump in. popping the A on this actually, and oh, global silence. They swap back the Tiny. There's a stolen swap, and now the Doom. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner, have you got a bit too far for your own good? The BKB gonna end now. Muhammad Excel in. And Muhammad Excel out. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. That is a 2.5k gold streak to the Doom.
So that's how you kill the Tiny.
Yeah. Wait for him to waltz out into your high ground where there's no other support from his team. And he'll be the one to go down. Now they could look to pressure some of these objectives for once.
Doom is queuing up for his arcs though. It's gonna be quite annoying. It's an AoE Doom.
I don't know about that one. But I mean, one thing for sure is that DHL doesn't have it just yet though. I wonder how he got the AoE Doom just now. Am I just dumb? Is Doom just AoE? No, right?
Oh yeah, I just realized.
Yeah, so how do you get the AoE Doom just now?
That I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused.
Tower has fallen.
Any detectives in chat know what happened? Because I swear I saw DHL get an AoE Doom. Speaking of, gonna get swapped back. A double swap back the other way. Sloppy already steals that spell and immediately brings DHL to safety. Rubik might be the price to pay for it though. The stun out, the 4 stars back the other way. Not where he wants to be, but the last starfall gonna finish him off. The deny. Nicely done from Vepcha. At least saves them a bit of face. Saves them a little bit of gold as well. But they're on the hunt here.
Okay, here's my theory about the Doom. Okay, so they have a Lotus, and they summon with an Arc Scepter. So what if they put the Lotus on some of the Arc Scepter and you Doom, and reflects back onto Doom with the AoE Doom? Do you understand?
Sort of. But I feel like that's such a convoluted
It sounds weird, but I don't know.
Okay, now
Maybe-
he has the AoE Doom for sure. I see it now.
So maybe just reflected off some of an arcs. That's what I think.
Maybe you're right. Who has an axe in this game though? Oh, it must be. Oh, no, not really though. Could it be the Slug?
Yeah, it could be.
Probably Lotus Sword back the other way, right? Then he dooms himself, then it ends up being AoE. Kind of mad.
Yeah.
I mean, XL did say he was gonna beat RVRC's ass today, but right now, I mean, he's put up a good fight thus far, but he's getting his ass handed to him by this tiny player, man.
I don't know if NUS just slowly split, like slowly picks off one by one. Maybe they can do it, but I don't know how they're gonna handle the Tiny though. They were lucky the first time because they caught him off guard, but I don't know. Can they be a second?
The map has kind of devolved into a weird split situation. Both teams just having to force defenders back, or having to force to send defenders back against the stragglers, just trying to split push where they can. They're looking to clear the wave and potentially go for a bit of a smoke here, having their inventory. But they need to be wary that they could be spotted here. Now there's a smoke. Could be against Imperial Zheng if he's not careful. They jump forward, they grab him immediately, the Doom straight up, and this Slug is out of commission. No way out of that one for sure.
But was it worth the Doom though?
I don't know. Imperial Zheng, he does have a buyback available, so he could join the fray if necessary. Now Roche is gonna respawn in 1 second. Oh, and that's perfect, isn't it? Washed Up's gonna see it. That is absolutely perfect. He's just gonna go straight in. Is he? He's not at the moment. Excel.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Let's take a look at some item timings here. I wonder whether there's still any meaningful ones left to hit. Now, Imperial Zheng has the full suite almost available. You'd imagine that he wants to get an Octarine or a Basher or something like that. Now, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner, he's kitted out. He's just looking for maybe an upgrade to his boots. Nice little 4-star Greaves action, Lotus for the Mirana, but that's kind of what caused the AoE Doom the previous time. And the Venge. Axe Completer is going to be a huge power spike. Now, flip side, XL, feel like he's been on these items for a little bit of a while. Sloppy already has the Blink Force Aeon Disc standard suite. Same situation for DHL, right? He's so farmed, but it just feels like he doesn't have an extremely high impact item just yet. Maybe at first the Blink was, right? But then after that, it kind of feels like you're just piling gold on top of a hero that already does its thing no matter what. Now we have Washtap on the Drow, and we also have Vepture on the Silencer. Now, speaking of Vepture and Drow, they're going to be the ones doing Roche right now.
Oh, but Chi Volley was not close enough.
Oh, they jump in. They haven't grabbed the Aegis just yet. Who's gonna touch it? Nobody's grabbed the Aegis at the moment. They're trying to find it. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner is clicking frantically on the ground, but he snatches it. They're gonna see it in the chaos. Double scream. Leonidas shuts them down. And what a comeback for this Queen of Pain in a moment's time. Oh, the side of NUSC. They're scrambling now. That was the last ditch hurrah. But they managed to get that pick off on the Roche, and they get the Aegis too. That is a disaster for the side of NUSC. They were hoping with that one. They were praying. But RVRC wouldn't go quietly into the night there. It's a nice pick off on Imperial Zhang, but he's not going to let that happen again. There's a swap out onto XL. He gets the Rift out. But they kept alive by that Depth Shroud. So 44 Phantom still alive for now. What a scary situation. The cast range on this lady is absolutely deranged.
Oh, swap on the Rubik.
Oh, swaps. I think it was actually a swap back the other way. Sloppy gonna get caught. Force stuff the wrong way and gonna go down. Has the buyback available. The trade out is gonna be on the bench though, and he actually swaps Washed Up back in. Silence Up means that Phantom can't do anything here. But meanwhile, Imperial Zhang going on the bot back Rubik. But the buyback, okay, the second life of Vacuum Cleaner being threatened now. Forced to pop the BKB, and the hold is there. Now they do get Mega Creeps here, but still. I mean, they're not out of the game. 32k gold. They're not out of the game. You won't believe this shit. My god, that Roche fight, it really just turned. Everything keeps going north and south, and it's like win probability RVRC now. But I swear to you, NUSC, they could almost taste it with that Roche take. If they took that Roche, they could have really geared it up to be a push in the mid or something like that. They just haven't had the opportunity to do so. It's been so hard keeping their backline alive against the swaps, against the jump from the Tiny, the 3 volleys coming out of nowhere. You get caught by a stray magic missile, and that's curtains for you. And USC, they don't want to give up just yet. They're showing a lot of heart here. But what can they do against the might of the Megas?
Oh, tier 5's up.
Tier 5s could change everything. Apex and Book of Shadows farmed up. That could really play a huge part, right? Book of Shadows could get you out of a sticky situation. Up against this Tiny especially. But oh, back the other way. I swear I saw something interesting there. Let's see, what was it? Yeah, the Fallen Sky.
Oh,
The
Mirror
blink into the
Shield.
stun. Yeah, Mirror Shield for the slot. That's gonna be huge. I mean,
I feel
in terms
Tiny
of,
should hold the Mirror Shield.
I mean, can you imagine if you get a Mirror Shield Doom off the other way and you have
Yeah.
Axe or something, and it's just like he's AoE Doom, or you AoE Doom him now? But I don't know if that will even work because he'll just cast Doom on himself and not be afflicted. We'll have to see though. The Moonlight Shadow, they're looking for more on RVRC here. Following the lead of their Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. You know there's vision in this area. The 3 volley. Oh, the lift up. Sloppy already. Looking for him. Ooh, XL dashes forward, tries to find him. The arrows coming out as well. DHL narrowly dodges that. But Dyson Vacuum Cleaner throws out the avalanche. Do they want to commit on this Doom right now? He's gonna pop the Shivas preemptively just to scare them away. Ward them off. But the creeps, goof. The creeps are breaching the base. Washed Up. Holding the ground like artillery here. Just blasting away. How do the side of RVRC want to end this? How do they want to finish the job? It's a beast that's already bleeding out. NUSC, they had a good fight up till now. I don't see how they make their way out of this one safe for a miracle fight. They need to find an opening. And DHL's the leader of the pack looking for it. They see the Tiny here. They could commit, but they don't know where the rest are right now. It's a bit too dangerous. Swap available. Depth Shroud available. You can't risk it. Arcanist Armor. Another boost of survivability for the side of RVRC. reducing so much incoming damage. Especially against the Drow.
Oh,
Oh. Force Boots as well for the Queen of Pain. Doesn't need to pocket that anymore. Working towards the Shivas. Seer's Stone as well, as if you needed more cast range. Some pauses going on. Seems like there's some issues on the side of NUSC. As XL disconnects. Let's go restart. Maybe he's going to wash his face or something. Definitely needs it. They need to figure something out here. It's not looking too good. What do you think they need to do, Goof?
damn, honestly, I don't know. But Stark has the Mirror Shield. I don't know why. Maybe he should like probably give the Mirror Shield to Tiny because they probably. Oh wait, Tiny has Fallen Sky. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad for him. But Mirana is still with the Ogre Shield Totem. But I
mean,
don't
maybe-
know, man. It looks. I'm so unsure who's gonna win now, even though they have a 32k lead, right?
Yeah, it just feels like it's still up in the air, right? I feel like XL, he's one fell swoop away from just taking this off their heads.
It's like they're missing something. I don't know what it is.
They're ordering some snacks impending from winning the game. That's kind of funny.
What is Super Snacks?
I have no clue.
Can I ask them what is Super Snacks?
You can ask him later, not now though. talking in the chat of a casted game is like the ultimate sin, by the way. Don't do that.
Oh.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, there you go. They smoked up. They probably.
They
Oh,
just
are
need
really
to
gonna-
find. They just need to find an opening, right? They
Oh,
need to
but
wait for
Vision
some-
is right there.
No, but they can't see because smoke. Remember? That's how smoke works.
Sentry.
They see Dyson though. DHL gonna get hexed up. Where's the save? They need to get him out of this situation right now. The Doom, the Global Silence back the other way. Can he pop his BKB? Absolutely not. The buyback. The dash in though. XL trying to turn it around to Imperial Zang, but there's the swap. Washed up in some trouble. Force staff back the other way. The Doom on himself. He knows that he's got Imperial Zang by the clutches. Dyson vacuum cleaner onto the sidelines, but doomed up. DHL made his way forward. XL a little bit of HP left. A little bit of HP and a dream. Needs to dash back the base, but Leonidas gonna be the one to go down to the illusions. No, the blink out just in time. The stuns reflector, the swap back out, and they finally get the Doom for a second time. Dyson vacuum cleaner. They managed to take down the Tiny. They're starting to hold here. They bought back on the Doom. That's gonna be his dieback, but Imperial Zang, no way out of this one. That's gonna be a slug down. And just with one dieback, they hold. And USC, they're not ready to say goodnight just yet.
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
They don't want to give up this game one just so easily. So much damage coming out. And there was so much chaos in that fight. It's so hard to keep track of what's going on. But DHL, he got gone on. It looked like the end of the world. But a Global Silence and a Doom back the other way. He managed to just make it over. I mean, there's Shadow Dance, there's Depth Shroud, right? But the one thing that goes through it all is Doom. He can just Doom himself and stand there and you can't do shit. They were so close to getting XL as well. Did you see he was living on a sliver of HP before he dashed back to base and got that reset? Crazy,
I
crazy
was
stuff.
seeing the Doom just cancelling out every fucking thing from the Tiny.
Oh my god.
But they lost that one tower though that was standing.
I mean, at this point, I don't know whether... It's just tough, right? Because you can imagine that as soon as all of them are up, they can just go again. There's no reason to stop here. They all, as long as they hold on to buyback gold, in the worst case scenario, they can still make it back for a defense of some sort. I mean, Washed Up trying to look for an opening here to push the mid lane, but there's only so much space he can make before the rest of the side of RVRC come back up again. Apex for the Drow Ranger, Fallen Sky for the Tiny, Arcanist Armor for Mirana, Force Boots for Queen of Pain. These are like, what, the perfect neutral items? Maybe only Giant's Ring for Tiny, I don't even know, but these are so good. You got XL with the Book of Shadows keeping himself alive, and the Apex on the Drow, the only two they were able to get now. The Fallen Sky as well, farmed out by XL. They got two more in the back pocket here. They would love to get a Mirror Shield of their own, would really help them against that Venge. Oh, you see Leonidas here. Do they want to go for a jump? The Hex up? Leonidas has a refresh available, but just scaring off XL for now. Needs to be careful how he approaches though. The Tiny is rounding the rear of the BKB. And the Aeon Disc pop. The Tiny dash. Okay. The Aeon Disc immunity duration still lasting him through that TP. But that is a huge cooldown to be popped right now. If they just shove it down the mid lane, shove it down the lane right now. Excel's not gonna be having that available. Not having a BKB against a stray stuns that can fly out everywhere. Very, very scary business. But he does have that buyback in 10 seconds. So he can join back the fray. But how do the side of RVRC approach this? They need to be so careful. Just now it was so difficult to follow that fight. They jump forward, the swap. Excel's in. Doesn't have a BKB, but manages to get the dissimulate out. The lift up. The reflector onto the Rubik. He's gonna get tossed up. On this part. The scream out onto all of them. DHL. Can he get a doom off before he goes down? He doesn't have a buyback. That's a second silence. That's a refresh. The Arcanist armor keeping them alive for now, but Imperial Zen goes down. And now Zaha as well. Dyson vacuum cleaner. He's hiding away in the trees. They don't see him for now. He's gonna TP out. He's gonna get out. But another successful defense there from the side of NUSC. They're just not letting up. They don't want to go down here. And really a bit of sloppy play there. They swapped the Void, but they weren't ready to follow up, disable him, and even without the BKB, quick fingers this time, not gonna get caught out a second time. Excel gets that dissimulate off. And that means everything to this side of NUSC. Roche is up.
God.
They see Dyson vacuum cleaner. He's tossing it out. He has the use for himself. They need to get out. He's dropping another toss. They get Excel. He has the buyback available. The Doom with the double stun. He's gonna doom them both. Who are they gonna focus here? They're trying to find Leonidas. They have the eyes on the Tiny. They have the buyback available, but now they might have to toss them out in spades here. 30 seconds left on the supporting cast. The mass buybacks coming out. All 5, but can they get Roche in time? The only one in the area is Leonidas. He has a Scream and a Dream and a Shiva's Guard. He's gonna toss it out. Gets out the 3 of them. Roche is so low. They need to finish it off. They need to grab this kill, and they're gonna get everything here on NUSC. One more X on the ground. The blink forward. The silence as well. But now they need to run. Dyson vacuum cleaners back in the fray, but a global silence. Excel's back in as well. A big dissimulate onto all 3, and a resonant pulse keeping them silent. There's gonna be a slug dieback. He's gone out of fight. DHL for now, but the Aegis onto Excel, gonna keep him back alive. Leonidas on the backline. Sloppy already. No Aeon disc available. Another Scream though. Gonna toss it out onto the Rubik. The blink forward silence as well. They're all just watching, but the Book of Shadows from Excel keeps him up. The dash away. Do they know where he is? They need to fight him. The TP back this Rubik. Oh, gonna last tick out. But has the buyback the whole time. Vepture had to stay back and defend this space, but they're still in it, ladies and gents. They are still in this game. NUSC, they do it time and time again. They're so clutch. The gold lead already eliminated to nothing. You're 10k now, and Excel stands supreme. Oh my goodness, what a game. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way they come back, right? Goof, you're telling me you don't know what they're gonna do. You're telling me, you know, that I don't know how they can take that fight, but there's this something, there's just this thing that you feel like RVRC are missing today. And his name might just be Muhammad Excel. He is doing it for the squad right now, without a doubt.
I am like very stunned. I try to process everything. I'm like, how? Why? What?
I don't know. I just feel like, you know, the global silencers coming in. Now he has a refresher shot as well. He doesn't even need to be the part of the fights on Vepture. He's on permanent base defense duty. But he's okay, you know what I mean? Like he's just here. He casts the global silence. It's so hard to fight through, especially on these heroes that rely so much on their spells. They have 1 round of BKB and that's about it. Right? They try and refresh, they use the BKB again, but the durations are so short. And global silence, it lasts for a whopping 6 seconds right now. That's the full duration of a BKB. If you don't pop a BKB to dispel that, you don't really have any other tools. Take a look at the Queen of Pain. She only has a BKB to work through that. Same situation for the Tiny. How else do you dispel yourself? Same situation for the Slap. You want a BKB, you want to press Dark Pact, you want to press any of your spells? Not gonna happen here. And we're seeing maybe the value of this silencer pick so impactful regardless of how behind he is in this game. And now with the Pirate Hat, he is a one-man base defense unit. Once again, vision being established here. It's gonna start dissipating. They don't have Roche, but yeah, Giant's Ring, that's a big one. I don't know who's gonna want to take it. Maybe Excel, but it's really scary to walk around like that. So far, he's been doing very well for himself with the Book of Shadows. They have a refresher shot, 1 on the Doom. And DHL, I mean, he's the man on a mission, right? He's been making so much happen with wherever he chooses to position. But that's the scary part about Doom. You know, when you play Doom and you have the individual Doom, you just throw that on someone and you know they're out of fight. But with this targeted Doom on yourself, you need to stay on top of them. So it's all about your positioning as well. But the circles are drawn, they know where they are. They want to run in for the fight. The vision is set up at the moment. They don't see them. They see Excel, the arrow. It's gonna catch this Void Spirit. They need to finish him off. The Aeon Disc is gonna proc. But meanwhile, on the backline, the Doom, they don't find anyone. They're trying to trace Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. But the Global Silence is out. Leonidas is in some trouble. Blinks back the other way. The Doom, he can't find anyone to touch right now. This could be huge. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner throwing out a second Global Silence back the other way. But the Gus finds nobody. DHL with another refresh. This has been a big swing and a miss for the side of NUSC so far. And the stuns come out. The arrow lands perfect. Just like Miranda says. But meanwhile, Excel is gonna go down on the sidelines. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner has found the king and has slain the Void Spirit. No buyback on this man. And it's only a matter of time, it feels like. A buyback on the draw, but without your Void Spirit, without your Magician. What else do you have left to offer? Veptra hasn't been part of the fight so far, but that's already both Global Silences used. And they're heading towards the throne, another swap. They see washed up, the toss up, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner, way too strong, the stun up from DHL, but a scream to end it all. A buyback from Doom is little respite here. Another stun forward, the late game of the side of RVRC is too strong. And the comeback from the comeback is complete. But what a fight, you would have never felt the intensity of this game if you just looked at the scoreboard. That was insane. What a way to start our grand finals.
I still am like, wow. I couldn't say anything. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What's happening? It's just too much.
I mean, that was a game, and that was literally a 70-minute barn burner for us to start. Look at all the stats in this game. Look at the graph, man. Like, it's just non-stop. There were so many points where it dipped back down so severely because NUSC, they were just hanging on for dear life. And after you play a game like that, you gotta take... That is insane. I don't know, man. That was some real shit. Like, I really should have tweeted this out before I started casting. This was one of the most insane games I've casted, and I've casted some crazy games.